I'm John Fox on Channel John West. I'm having a what remains of Edith Finch adventure. I'm staring down these stairs for some reason. Oh, yes. I'll unlock this door. Is this really the speed at which I walk? Possibly. So, it's been a week since I played, to be honest. So the first thing I'm going to do, before fully exploring this room, which I think I may have looked before, I think it may have loaded me slightly earlier, so I think I'm going to push myself up slightly. Right, so let's have a look around. Yeah, hang on. We've been here before, haven't we? We went into the...
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
I see. Yes. Why did it load before here? Alright, we'll just get this done.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Quickly.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Let's open this magic
Turned out
fridge.
she was hiding a lot more than that.
I can't see anything.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Okay, so Walter's name isn't filled out.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
And Walter certainly didn't get very far. So we're going to just skip straight out of this.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Right, I did attempt to save Walter by walking to the side. Yeah, this
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
So this is where I actually saved. Anyway, that took me 3 minutes.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Well, we know what's down there. We know we should be careful for trains. I suspect... Well, not that you can't die, because how else is this game going to end? But, I don't think I'm in any particular... Oh, it's literally a painting. That's a nice attention to detail. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to lose. At least Walter probably
Maybe
got
she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
good use out of those books, presumably.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
What else didn't she tell you?
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Saving. See, that's where I should have left. So yeah,
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2.
one thing is I tried walking backwards and it keeps turning there you go. It doesn't even want me to move my head. Oh, now it does. I can poke my head forwards like that.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else.
They all died.
Now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
Yeah, I
Amy
did this.
believed so much in a family curse. We made it real.
Oh, hang on. What happened to the rest of the island? Perhaps we'll find out in someone else's tale.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
You've just made another story.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
What's that?
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Because if you remember, this is all being read by somebody on a ship. So my face is struggling to record. I guess this is a particularly intensive game. It doesn't seem like a particularly intensive game. I'm just walking around. I mean, there's a lot of graphics though. Maybe he's in the next one.
To be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Maybe he's in the next one. What Remains of Edith Finch 2? Even Finchier. Too Finch, too furious.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
As the light's turning on. I should talk during the quiet bits rather than the bits where she's talking.
Look at the house. Had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
We'll go this way then. There's a bike.
We've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Very forward-thinking cemetery. Family.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 have been my fault.
Aww. I take their death very seriously.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
So Walter's got 2 gravestones. Okay, so these are the ones we've seen so far, right? But we haven't seen these 2 yet. Hang on. We've seen Walter, Odin, Molly, Barbara, and Calvin. And Odin was really a slideshow. Sorry, I'm trying to pretend I can see it, but it's reversed. Okay, stop that, John.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Trying to figure out if there's a way to zoom in or something. No. What am I doing? Oh. I'm an idiot.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Perhaps we'll get to visit it one day. Well, that's where I came from, isn't it? What do I do now, then? Oh, return!
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Oh, I see what it did. There's two paths.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Maybe we'll get a go on the swing. I wonder if there could be a cat around here somewhere.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Ah. Well, I mean, she can't die then. Because it's her son that's reading this. Presumably.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
That's a bear.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Indeed. I see a thing to read. Just gonna have a look around the room first.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Interesting. There's that cursor again. Alright, let's read the So I'm trying to get the cursor so it's not... Could I... If it was a bit more sensitive or a bit less sensitive...
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly imperfect.
Ah!
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Smile, Dawn. Okay, got it.
That's clever.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
So I'm trying not to skip any dialogue.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though. Aw.
I only just shot the seed loads of times. It was a bit weird, to be honest.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Nothing quite like being outside.
Hold still while I take...
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
I've been photographing loads of things.
Give me a minute to check the map.
Alright, I'll find your interesting thing.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target.
He's gonna get shot, isn't he?
I need to be on you.
do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready. Great shot, Don!
Oh, hang on.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
How does this picture work? Oh, I'm him
Sorry,
now.
Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Right, I think this is a glitch.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don.
Oh no, no.
Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Ah, okay, he didn't get shot. So I was really confused about... I thought he was hugging her.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Okay, so Dawn has only just died. So Sam and Calvin were the brothers, weren't they? But yeah, Dawn was in there. She died 2016. I don't know what year it is, but it's. I don't think Edith is that old. So, I mean, it's. She's 17, right? So the Dawn is basically just died. Something like that. I'm not 100% sure about that. I don't know what time. The year it is. Yeah. Close the book. I thought that said Mel. I was about to go Metal Gear.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Oh, I want to check something. Oh, Dawn's her mum. That makes sense. So...
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
It's a poem for Gus. Oh, you know what? That's Gregory. That's one we haven't done yet. But I'm going to skip that one because of the link for the video. And read this instead.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Right, I genuinely wasn't expecting this to be a bit...
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
He was really good at it. And these are sweet tricks he's pulling off.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Woo! Where's the next line? When he's going to get struck by lightning. Oh, there we go.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
So I'm having fun times with debris.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. And all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Right, I'm going to let you go. We'll find out about Gregory. He died before Gus. And next time is Gus's skateboard. And there's his kite that they kept. I'm going to have a quick look around. Right. Greg's duties is to be a baby. Oh dear. Right. Yeah. I've been John Proxy on Tunnel John West. I've been having a What Remains of Edith Finch adventure. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Thank you for watching.